Hi folks, Elaine Edelson, your Profit to Profit and the channel who tunes you into your purpose and power. In the last video of our Cash Consciousness series, we talked about how money makes you feel, what you think and what you feel inside when you see the money symbol, when you deal with money, when you are surrounded with your resources. And those feelings are deep inside of you, especially the negative ones. The positive ones are great, and they're going to help you make even more cash. But the negative ones are not working for you. And so the things that no longer serve us, we want to let go of those things. So as promised in this video, as we talk about cash consciousness, we're going to talk about your relationship to money again, and also how you can have excellent cash consciousness. And I'm going to share with you some really great tips on how to do that. So let's talk about right now. I want you to flip through your mental calendars and go back 18 months, specifically to October of 2010. Now I know a lot of you are thinking, what was I doing? Where was I living? Where was I working? Well, as you do this, let me just share with you a little story. 18 months ago, we had another Venus retrograde, and that one was in the sign of Scorpio. And depending on where the Venus retrograde happens in your natal chart, in your astrological chart, will tell you what exactly to expect. So at that time, I was doing a workshop, and I was about to implement a new program, and I wasn't sure how it was going to go, but I trusted in spirit. I was working really hard on letting go of certain negative aspects to my character and my resources around money and doing my work. So at that juncture in that week in October of 2010, I acquired 3 high-end coaching clients, thousands of dollars more than I had expected, and that was my Venus in retrograde in Scorpio experience. Now here we are 18 months later, so do you have an idea of what happened to you around October 2010? What was the big issue in your life? What were your resources undergoing? What about your self-worth? What about what you were doing with your cash? I talked to a client just yesterday and I asked him what was happening 18 months ago so that he could prepare for the upcoming Venus in retrograde. And he said to me, let me look through my calendars and I'll call you back. A half an hour later, he called me back and he told me that at that time, he was ending his business. And ending one business, but beginning another. And so it was very stressful at that time. But what he let go of really was this idea that he wasn't good enough. Because the business was ending and he thought it was because of his lack of business aptitude. But it really wasn't. It was just, it came to a natural close. But at the same time, something new was emerging from him. So now I want you to, do you have that idea of what happened around October 2010? Because we're about to go to the next level of that information and that situation and those issues around your cash consciousness. So remember, a retrograde, whether it's Mercury retrograde or Venus retrograde or any other planetary retrograde asks you to step back so that you can move forward after it's over, after that time period is over. So when Venus is retrograde, it's asking you to go back into the area where you have self-love, self-worth, or not the greatest, and then to buffer that, to bring it up, to bring that energy up, and then move it forward from that moment on. So we'd like to see you accelerate right after the Venus retrograde is over. We'd like to see you accelerate in your cash consciousness so that your relationship to money now ought to be one of feeling abundant and prosperous, that there's always enough of everything to go around, because there really is. So this is an attitude that you really need to start adopting. Now, one of the biggest things I'd like to share with you is the gratitude vibration. This is a huge tip in healing your relationship to money. Where you put your focus in life is what will build. That's what will manifest. Now, no matter what is going on, every day, several times a day, what I want you to do is offer up gratitude to the universe for whatever it is that you're grateful for. And it can be, you can maybe having a really tough day. Maybe things didn't get off to a great start, but no matter what, if you need a pen and there it is, be grateful for that pen and say it, vocalize it. This is the month of May. We're in the 5th chakra, we are vocalizing. So I want you to say, I'm so grateful for this pen. now that I can sign a check because I know more checks are coming my way. All right, so be really grateful. And I don't mean that in a glib or a flip fashion. I mean it seriously. Every day, state what you're grateful for. I'm so grateful for the bed that I sleep in. It's so comfortable. I'm so grateful for the food that I have, for the people that care, for my friends that I can talk to. So I'm grateful for my car that gets me to places. And this energy creates a matrix of more energy, and the vibration begins to increase. All right, are you with me? Because when this vibration increases, you are in the flow of cash consciousness, and then your relationship to money is naturally, as a byproduct, it's healing. So we thought back 18 months ago what you were doing. We're ready to move forward. I would like to help you move forward and finally be done with this issue of not making money or not feeling comfortable around money, even if you have money. So what I'm offering is your Simple Way to Wealth Blueprint. These are private readings, 40 minutes with me, where we get in deep and find out where Venus is retrograde in your chart so we can clear this energy once and for all. Remember, if you become aware of something, that's when the healing can occur. So I've only got space for 15 readings. I'd like you to go to yourmodernmystic.com. That's yourmodernmystic.com / 3 separate words, ticket, space, to, space, ride. That's yourmodernmystic.com. You can also read it here on the screen. yourmodernmystic.com / ticket to ride. So that I can help you have excellent cash consciousness. Be well and have a crystal clear day.